It's Friday morning, and that means it's time for the first federal program on WROI Giant FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
Yes, indeed, it is Friday morning. It's a beautiful Friday morning, 68 degrees. The sun's coming up. A little bit of cloud hangover there, but, you know, the sun's got to be up because Evan Gottschalk's here today.
What a day. We went out for ice cream last night. It wasn't hot anymore, but it was just that awesome temperature where you just want to be outside. So then afterwards, we just went for a walk for a while.
Hey, walks are nice.
Especially this time of year. It's not super hot. Sometimes August is still roasting. You get a little July and August, but I'm loving the weather right now and the temperature.
Yeah.
The rain's been kind of hit and miss, and
could do without it sometimes. Like,
yeah.
Last weekend was a little rainier than I liked. But, you know,
it surprised me. I wasn't listening to the Giant FM WROI weather forecast apparently ahead of that, because that was a ton of water that came down.
Well, most of it originally was called for Sunday.
Okay.
So when it started on Saturday, it was a little bit of a shock.
That makes me feel better, Paul. Thanks.
Yes.
You're a kind guy. Well, it is back to school month.
It is.
Around our county. It's also State Fair month.
Yes.
Do you usually travel down there?
No, I do not.
My kids are asking to go this year, so I've got to figure out if we're going to be able to make that happen.
I might know a way to hook you up.
Okay, I think the theme is basketball. It's our state history in basketball.
All right.
So that's kind of fun. I'm kind of excited about that. And then also, this is our month. Well, we've got a specific day. We're going to talk about this a little later. Our local Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival is coming back for a third year in a row later this month. So we're going to talk to Christine Walsh a little bit later from the Rochester Downtown Partnership, who is heading up that festival planning, and it's pretty much ready to roll.
Yeah, I know last year I talked to her a little bit, and I said, so when do you start planning next year's? And she goes, well, I'll take Sunday off, and Monday we'll start planning. So,
well,
yes.
she must have done a successful job only having a one-day vacation.
Yeah.
Because it's back again, it's looking good, and I can't wait to hear from Christine about some of the specific plans for the festival. It's great to have an event downtown Rochester. It's a beautiful place for it.
Yes.
Okay, so our trivia this morning, Paul.
All right.
And welcome, Todd.
Thank you, Evan. Happy to be here today.
We're glad to have you. Thanks for
looking forward to Christina being on the show.
And, okay, trivia. What state held the first state fair?
Oh.
And just a side note, it's continued every year since. I'll let you guess the date later.
Even in the pandemic era?
Apparently.
Okay. There were some that did. So
I know. I didn't fact check that, so I'm tentatively saying yes because it said every year, but...
Well, if it's wrong, we'll blame Tanner.
Okay.
You know, I view myself as a trivia person, and I have no idea.
Oh, good. I'll give you some choices.
Okay.
New York, Virginia, Michigan, or Pennsylvania.
Ooh. All right.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Not the four states that came to mind.
Does it have to be one of those? Let me give you four more. No, I'm teasing.
I got 50 to choose from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't think it'd be Hawaii or Alaska, though.
Probably not. All right, I got 48 to choose from.
Okay, well, sports. This is kind of a fun time of year because the local high school sports start ramping up when the kids go back to school.
Yes.
Football scrimmage today, right?
Yes.
I think we're out of town for that for Rochester, is that correct?
Yes.
Winnemac?
We're heading to Winnemac.
So that's always fun. You know, what's neat about football, the football season, is just how many community members get together for the home games, and even the other games at high schools around our area. Just a nice gathering time where you see people, and you know the summer speed is over. People are back in school. Things are slowing down a little bit, and you enjoy some beautiful weather, mostly beautiful weather.
It's a big game coming up in 2 weeks. Rochester, Tiffany Valley at home.
Ooh.
That's the first time they played in Rochester for several years because of the pandemic.
Well, and the new scoreboard's up and ready.
Yes, it is.
So that's pretty exciting. Early in the season, it's usually pretty nice. You don't need your stadium blankets. But then you get into that October weather, sometimes you need to break them out, don't you? Okay.
A lot happening in college football, it seems like. Just,
oh, my goodness.
I almost need a roster anymore to say who's where and who's... Doesn't make any sense. East Coast, West Coast in the same conference.
You do need a primer to know who's on the team because of all the transferring that happens now.
I did see that, I'm an IU fan also, that Indiana University led the nation in number of transfers out and number of transfers in.
Oh, my goodness.
That means it might be a long year.
Well, we'll have to debate if it'll be worse than last year because that was pretty rough, too. I think they got that record of transfers, honestly. Well, also, this will be the last year of kind of the normal conference lineups. It sounds like a lot's changing for the following season.
And it's still to be determined, too, because like the 4 remaining Pac 10, 12 teams don't have a place to go like that.
You'd like to think this is kind of like, friendly rivalries or what determine all this stuff, but it really is money, isn't it?
Cal, Stanford, Washington State, and
Oregon State. Yeah. Kind of money.
Looks like they may go into the new Pac West conference.
Okay. You got to start somewhere again, don't you?
And the Big Ten is just confusing. I mean, Indiana who are playing, actually it's first chance for me to be able to get to the Rose Bowl and play UCLA in the regular season.
Well, that's true. There's a bright side for you.
Bright side, yeah.
Well, what about the Major League Baseball? We're past the trade deadline.
Chicago Cubs have been one of the hottest teams in baseball.
I like that they didn't trade their players that had expiring contracts.
And this all started when you went to the game, right?
I think so, yeah. Thank you for that credit.
It's all his fault.
I appreciate that. Yeah, my fault.
And the Guardians made a big trade for a couple pitchers, I think, right?
Did they trade out or trade in? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I didn't watch it too closely.
Yeah, it's probably best. I don't think they're in the wild card hunt. Here's our division leaders right now. National League East is the Atlanta Braves. They've had a really good run here again. The Central are the Milwaukee Brewers. Seems like it's been them or the Cardinals. They did.
Yeah.
The Reds were the hottest team there for a while. The National League West is the LA Dodgers. They've kind of been in that spot for a few years as well. Then you switch over to the American League. The East are the Baltimore Orioles. They are not usually hanging out on top.
They had the best record in baseball for most of the season, but I think Texas may have passed them.
I think you're right. The Central, that's been a tough one. Sorry, Paul. The Minnesota Twins are currently on top in the Central.
Yeah.
A lot could change there.
Oh, yeah.
And the West, it's the Texas Rangers, like you mentioned, Todd. So, some newer teams and some tried and trues or blue ribbon teams.
Even though the Cubs are flirting with the top, a game or two behind, they're still like 7th place for the wild card.
Well, and here are the wild card spots. The Cubs are actually only a half game
Maybe
back.
we should talk because I think they're on the same lines.
Well, I'm going to help out here. The Cubs and Reds are tied with only a half game back of the. Well, they added a third wild card a couple years ago, so that helps. But the National League spots are currently occupied by the Phillies, the San Francisco Giants, and the Miami Marlins. And the Reds and Cubs are just hanging back there. Then the American League wild cards are the Tampa Bay Rays. They started the year the hottest.
Yeah.
And kind of cooled off. The Houston Astros, who've had a decade plus of pretty good teams. And then the Toronto Blue Jays are in those spots with the Seattle Mariners 1.5 games back. And the hottest teams right now are the Mariners, who are 9-1 in their last 10 games, and the Dodgers, who are also 9-1.
If you like Major League Baseball, this is a great time of year to go watch games because school's going back in session and crowds are a little bit less.
Are you doing that?
Yeah, actually, I'm doing the next Saturday night.
I knew it.
Yeah.
It's such a good lead-in. Todd, you're a pro. Well, I hope you have a good time. We did enjoy our trip to, it is really America's pastime. It's a great summer event to check out any baseball game.
And especially when you go to Wrigley Field and you walk out and just see that green grass and ivy. It's a different setting. So
I was at a banking conference. This sounds super boring. It's not. They asked every person to say what your dream job would be in your introduction, and I missed my opportunity to say Wrigley Field grounds crew member. But I think that would be really fun.
It would be a lot of fun.
If money wasn't an object and you didn't have any constraints on your schedule, showing up every day and taking care of that grass would be a blast.
Well, we have a mutual friend that has retired, and now he's being an usher for minor league baseball team.
See, I could do that too, I
Yeah.
think. Okay. Let's, NFL training camps. You ever visit a training camp practice before?
Never have.
I haven't either, Paul.
Nope.
I kind of sounds fun for the atmosphere, but I just haven't brought myself to do that.
I think, I don't know about this year, but the Colts are getting pretty big crowds at Grand Park, I think.
That's got to be a nice place to go and watch.
Yeah.
And I think the Bears are practicing with them once or twice, and then they have a preseason game down there.
Yes. Next Saturday.
I think it's coming up. So that's an interesting opportunity for the state of Indiana. A lot of fans of both.
And WROI will be doing preseason games?
We will not have this Saturday's on because we have a race this Saturday.
Okay.
But yes, we will have the rest of the preseason games and the entire season.
Looking forward to that. We're doing another Gottschalk Family Fantasy League this year. I'm the commissioner. Alice won last year.
And all rules are final by the commissioner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Alice won last year, so she's the defending champ. She's ready to go.
So are they setting schedules setting players once a week?
Yeah, we restrict it to once a week so that we don't have anybody up in the middle of the night trying to raid the waiver wire.
Good idea.
Yeah. So a little
have
bit.
You had your draft yet?
No, we have not, but we've been looking at the preview magazines very carefully right now.
Okay.
A lot of research going into that. I'll keep you posted on that.
Is Alice with a trophy, or what she get? Like,
She got to pick the movie we watched that weekend.
you know the choice?
Maybe we'll up it this year. That sounds a little cheap, doesn't it?
I know a place down the road that you could get some nice stuff as a reward, get her name on it, or whoever wins.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got some Tanner tidbits this morning.
Great.
Okay. Today is August 11th, and it happens to be National Sons and Daughters Day.
Yes.
So celebrate that as you wish.
That's very appropriate for the Gottschalk family.
I think so. And then I'm not sure how to say this particular dessert, so I need a little help from my friends here. National Raspberry Bombe Day. BOMBE.
Sounds right to me.
Okay, we're going to go with that.
You know what that is?
Christine, any help there? Okay.
None.
It looks good. You ought to Google that one.
All right.
Global Kinetic Sand Day.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big practitioner in that.
Well, let's try to know what that is.
It's sand that sticks together.
Yeah, it's weird. It
very
can
weird.
act like sand, or it can act more like a Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Is that what they use for all those elaborate sand sculptures you see?
You know, I think so. I don't think they want to admit that that's what it is, but I think so.
Trade secret.
Yeah.
Let's see. National Play in the Sand Day.
Hey.
That's a good thing.
That's talking about real sand, though.
Real sand, yeah.
If you're lucky to have it. Yep. And then National Presidential Joke Day.
Ah.
I happen to find a presidential
All right, let's
joke
hear what it is. Yeah, please.
From George Washington's officers had the best sense. Which of George Washington's officers had the best sense of humor?
Which one?
Lafayette.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Todd.
It's a good, like, president, dad joke kind of thing.
I like
Yes.
it. Yes, that was like
Good combo.
that was
I like
ideal. Okay. I did see that United Way's got a trivia night coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
That is September 9th at the Moose Lodge. We'll use Brain Blast Trivia. Thank you to Peterson, Wagner, and Perkins that are sponsoring the trivia, so there'll be no cost to the United Way.
That's awesome.
We'll be doing a green egg raffle then, and that green egg is actually at Smith Farm Stores now. You can buy tickets, and then we'll be
Excellent.
selling tickets at the Rochester Tiffany Valley game, and then that green egg will be at the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival. But the trivia night registration is due by the August 25th. Looking for teams of 8.
How many teams are you looking for, Todd?
We've got interest from 13 teams.
Oh, my.
5 have actually registered, so get your registrations in. We can accommodate 15 to 18 teams, and I think it's going to be 15 plus or minus a couple maybe.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. So that's September 9th, $350 for a team of 8, and that includes dinner from Giretti's,
Nice.
Arlington House. You can get a table for $250 with no food involved. There'll be a cash bar. There'll be prizes for winning and best themed table. And if you have any interest in it, check out the Fulton County United Way Facebook page.
Okay.
You'll see flyers all around town with QR codes. And
now, every time I come into the radio studio here, I'm always amazed by the amount of trivia knowledge these guys have. We know our esteemed Paul seems to get the answer right on anything we ask.
So somebody should be recruiting Paul to be on the team.
I think so. So here's a lot of talent here if you're looking for some teammates. Or maybe WRI should have their own table. So you got 8 people that could join you.
The bank will have a team so far registered. RTC has a team. Who else is Lauren Adley's family there's some teams there. I know Caston School, Rochester School, Woodlawn Hospital.
That's great.
Talked about registering, so it'll be a great event.
Thank you for doing that. That's exciting. Very creative. All right, let's talk money news today. Yesterday, the Dow finished at 35,176, down just a little for the week, but we're still up roughly 6% on the year. So looking good there. Really, the market's been doing good, I think, because the economy continues to kind of roll along here. We know inflation's been high for a while, but we had another report come in yesterday, the CPI report. I think that's the Consumer Price Index, and it showed that maybe inflation was slowing a little bit. So again,
that's good.
So I think it's going in the right direction, just taking some time to get down there. But the economy continues to chug along. Employment's strong. Yes. And the GDP numbers are strong, so we're going to ride it as long as we can. Also, are you a sci-fi fan, Paul?
I am.
Okay, I just saw that Virgin Galactic launched its first space flight for tourists this week.
Nice.
So if you want to kind of feel that weightlessness that you've been
I'm
dreaming
sure
about
those
for years.
Are, pricey tickets.
Well, at first, but you know how it is.
I'll wait a couple years until it comes down.
I'd monitor the online prices for those tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know where they launched from, but
I don't know.
Probably Florida.
Yeah.
Texas. Okay. That's pretty exciting. Well, thinking First Federal this morning, we are still running our 10-month CD special at 5.10% APY. Love to open one of those for you. 10 months is a good length of time. It's almost a year. So we've had a lot of success and interest in that product. It's been fun to offer. We also have our Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. And when you open one of those, our free gift is an Ironworks lantern with a fan right now. That's been really popular. We are a mortgage lender. We've seen a few more homes come on the market, so we recommend getting pre-approved if you're thinking about buying a home. We can help you share our expertise in that home mortgage process and kind of maybe the amount of home that you can be looking for, dollar amount, to fit it within your budget. We really enjoy helping out with that. It's a free pre-approval process, and it kind of gets you set up and ready to make a confident offer on a home when one does come on the market for you. Our borrowers do need to meet our underwriting guidelines, and we'll help explain that to you. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal and ready to have fun.
Well, I mentioned this earlier, but we're excited to talk about a topic of local interest this morning. We have Christine Walsh joining us. Welcome, Christine.
Good morning.
You're representing the Rochester Downtown Partnership.
Correct.
I know you're involved in a lot of things here locally. Yes. This is what we're talking about this morning. And we're so excited that your prediction last year of needing to get started working on this has come to fruition, and we're going to have our 3rd annual Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival in downtown Rochester coming up soon.
Yes, 26th.
August 26th. So we've crossed over into the month. It's coming right up. This will give families here in town plenty of time to get settled back into school, slow down from the summer, and then think towards the end of the summer, end of the month, man, I wish we had something to do.
Right. In case they're still lingering for their summer break, there is this event.
I like that, and I know Paul's lined up some good weather for you.
Perfect.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just imagine the weather's going to be perfect. So tell us a little bit about what this festival is to represent, what kind of events and promotions you have going on for our Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival here in Rochester?
So this festival is to showcase different kinds of music and to have many of our local artists so they can set up booths to be featured, because we do have a lot of creatives here in Rochester and Fulton County.
I've noticed that. We were talking earlier before the show, we've had some different paintings pop up here around town. We always have a great artist showcase at the Fulton County Public Library. We've got a great history with some different art organizations, but also musicians. You were telling me that there's a lot of bands that are going to be lined up to play. When does this festival start, and are we going to be able to listen to some live music?
Yes, so on Saturday, August 26th, the festival is from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh, that's got a nice ring to it.
11 to 11.
I like that.
Right? We do have a variety of music which is all free and is on the courthouse lawn.
That seems like a natural place for a concert, doesn't it?
Yes, it's great for downtown. People can come and visit the businesses if they haven't been downtown lately, and just our open space here on 8th Street at the courthouse.
You did a good job getting the old jail building down just in time for this, too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, when I start working that next day, I got a lot on my plate, and yes, indeed. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so we got the music schedule, free live music all day, 11 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us what some of those acts are going to be. I like a lot of different kinds of music, and so I'm really interested in this.
This year, we always start with the Rochester School Band.
Nice.
Yes. Focus on the kids first. That way...
Well, they practice hard in the summer. These aren't easy schedules for band.
No, they're band camp that they have, and so we always have them. And then from noon to 1 is the Fulton County Choral Club. They'll be doing Broadway show tunes.
Oh,
and I
nice.
happen to love Broadway show tunes, so I'm super excited.
That's great.
Yep. And then we have Adam Gundrum, who's originally out of Logansport, but he's been playing in bands for 20 years, and he's played here many times at Putz, and he was at the theater recently. So
I saw his name there. That's great.
Yeah. And then from Anderson, we have the Rock Bottom Boys in Madison County. And they do Americana and bluegrass, probably throw in some gospel.
So some fiddle action there.
But they play many instruments.
I love that.
Many instruments.
I really like bluegrass. That seems like real close to America's heart long ago.
Yeah, they're great. And I don't know, they're from 4:30 to 6. I don't know if I mentioned that. From 6:45 to 8:15 is the Taylors with the Mama Tribe Band. And I recommend everyone coming to that. It's a mom and daughter duo from Nashville, Tennessee.
Ooh, that sounds great.
And their band is made up of all women, so we have an all-female country/rock band.
That sounds like a great opportunity.
And the Taylors have a long history of playing, and I'll have some more information up on our Facebook page about them, and I really recommend people checking that out, because Paula Joe is the viral granny guitarist, and Guitar World rated her as one of the top 10 female guitarists.
Okay, Paul and I will be Googling this as soon as we get off the air.
Yes. And then lastly at 9 is the 3 to 1 band. They're out of Indy, and they play all kinds of things. Grateful Dead, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Miles Davis. They've got it all.
And I think a lot of these cover bands just have a blast.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just making things a little twist of their own, playing lots of fun ones everybody recognizes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great lineup, Christine.
Yeah.
We're speaking with Christine Walsh from the Rochester Downtown Partnership this morning, and she's talking to us specifically about the upcoming Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival on August 26th from 11 to 11. Easy to remember.
That's
Yes.
right.
That means you may as well just stay the whole day.
Exactly. I recommend it. Bring your chairs and blankets for the grass out here and just spend the day.
Okay, what about food? If I'm spending the day out here, I get a little bit hungry. What can I have to look forward to?
Well, we have Tacos and Taro, which have been with us from the beginning. We really appreciate them. We're going to have Ben's Pretzels, and I know how Ben's Pretzels go around here.
Yep.
And then we have just our lighter fare of elephant ears, lemon shake-ups. The Lions Club is actually going to be doing some ice cream.
Excellent.
Yep, and we're going to have some cotton candy and just some basic things.
For my money, you can't go wrong with the elephant ear and Lions Club ice cream combo.
Yeah.
That's a must-have in the summer for myself and my family.
Yes.
So I'm super excited to have another opportunity to enjoy that combination.
Great.
So thank you, Christine.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, we're talking about arts, we're talking about music. This will be a great time to enjoy both of those things here in our community and just celebrate and recognize our local artists. What do you relate more to, art or music, Christine?
Definitely art. From a child, I always would draw or paint, and I try all different kinds of things. I do have Full Tilt Arts. That's with me and Erica Coughing, that a lot of people know here.
Yeah.
And we do most of the murals here in town. There's one we haven't done, but we focus on public art with that.
That sounds
Full Tilt Arts.
That sounds really exciting. Do you have some upcoming projects or opportunities that you're looking at?
Well, yes, I'm probably going to be working with the library, and they're going to have a mural, and they're changing things up a little bit in some places.
Okay.
So, I mean, we'll be putting somebody in there.
Okay. We'll keep everybody posted on that.
Yeah, thanks.
That sounds exciting. All right. Well, you've heard it here first. We've got the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival coming back. A full lineup of live music will be happening basically from 11 to 11.
Yes.
We've got arts and artists booths and some crafts. Do you get to do anything hands-on with some of the crafting and the arts?
Yes, we have 6 tables like we did last year. We do have some repeat crafts to do because they were so popular. They were just packed and we ran out.
Well, I remember last year some chalk, sidewalk chalk. Is that coming back?
We are going to have another sidewalk chalk contest with prizes. Sign up is going to be at 3 o'clock. So it's later in the day, but definitely we hope the kids will sign up for that.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing pictures of that last year of the different creations on and around the courthouse. It was really, really neat. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how can someone get a hold of you if they're looking to maybe help support this festival? Because, I mean, we're really excited to be bringing people into this community, and there's probably some community support out there looking to help you pull this off.
There's a couple ways to reach me personally. If you follow the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival on Facebook, you can always message there, and I will get that message.
Okay.
They can also reach me at cwalshrdp@gmail.com.
Okay. Those are 2 good ways to get a hold of you and find out more.
Yeah.
Have you had some local support so far to help make this possible?
Yes, definitely. I'm really glad for all our support in our community. That way we can really make this festival happen. I do have a couple big sponsors that I need to mention, and that is the Indiana Arts Commission and the Community Foundation of St. Joseph County. We got a big grant from them.
Excellent.
And then also our own local Northern Indiana Community Foundation gave us a big grant. We're going to have a big stage this year.
Oh, that's
so
exciting.
That's different than last year.
Okay.
And I'd also like to thank the City of Rochester. They are sponsoring our music.
Excellent.
Yep. And then, of course, the county for the use of the courthouse property.
Those are some great partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to thank you, Christine, for the 364 days of effort here to make this festival possible. There's nothing that brings people together, and there's a lot of information out there about this, like art and music. And so to have an opportunity here local in our county for gathering, to enjoy art, music, relate to each other, build bonds and friendships is really exciting. We want to thank you and the Rochester Downtown Partnership and those other sponsors you mentioned for helping make this reality here in August for us.
Great, thanks so much.
Yep, thanks for coming on and sharing that with us. And you may have an idea on this trivia question too, Christine.
I'll take a guess.
Okay, I'll remind everyone, our trivia this morning is what state held the first state fair? Our choices are New York, Virginia, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
I'm taking New York.
Okay,
I'm gonna agree.
Virginia.
and Todd said Virginia. The correct answer is New York.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations. You guys are really good.
It just seemed like the older the options there.
Okay.
Not counting Virginia.
Do you have a guess on the year it started?
I don't know. Late 30s?
1887.
1841.
Oh,
A lot of things to show off back then, get
Yeah.
everybody together. Those were really big deals, and they still are. It's still a great time to get together and see new things and see some exhibits. Okay, Christine, you got one other thing to mention. We talked about great weather Paul was providing, but what if there isn't?
In case there's not great weather, I just want to mention that all of the music and Sweet Cakes Entertainment, they're the ones who do the face painting, henna, balloon animals. They are going to move to the Times Theater.
Excellent.
So
we're doing this rain or shine.
we are.
I love to hear that. That's an awesome use of that new revived facility.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks again, Christine, for the work that you're doing, and we'll see everyone at the Nickel Plates Music and Art Festival later this month.
Yeah. We'll see you guys again next week. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Paul.